So I want to make sure I make this very clear. If you just happen to click on this video will contain massive/major spoilers for the upcoming My Hero Academia chapter, chapter 360, and I have like a tab here opened up on the top left as you can see, and I'll pull this up in just a second and start going through some stuff. But if you do not want to get spoiled, if you do not want to see the leaked images, if you do not want to know what's going to happen in the upcoming chapter that's going to be coming out this upcoming weekend, I highly recommend you to stop watching this video, because for one, you know, obviously some people get excited for leaks, such as myself, and finding out things and be like, holy crap, that's insane. And then there's others that just want to be completely disconnected, not know anything until they open up the chapter on a Sunday and be like, holy crap, this is an insane chapter. So, judging by however you want to, you know, I guess digest My Hero Academia content, just continue watching this video at your own risk. Now, with that out of the way, and I gave that disclaimer, let's talk about the leaks that came out. I want to pull them up. So basically, obviously, My Hero Academia right now, it's trending. Like, it's legitimately trending on Twitter right now, and there's a character associated with My Hero Academia that is also trending. Bakugo. And, okay. I want to scroll down, and I'm going to let you guys see some of the images from the chapter, and you'll see. Like, I think this is a good summary to what's going to be happening in Chapter 360. I'll just let this play. Like, here, let me turn off the music. Just look. Man, gone. Just literally gets shredded. But, let's keep going. So, basically, you have people reacting to this, but there's obviously leaks to this, like, for instance, this image right here, and if you look closely at, you know, just this image, you see Bakugo crying, you can see the tear on his face, and then if you look closely down here on the bottom, you see a little spark, basically, aka a mini little explosion, and as you know, Bakugo's quirk, it's the ability to basically have his sweat explode. He, like, sweats nitroglycerin or whatever the word is for it, and, you know, it explodes. And obviously, he's always had to use his palms to be able to use his quirk. That's why he has the gadgets around his wrist, which got broken in the last chapter, and as we know, here, I'll pull up the chapter just to kind of show everybody what happened. Basically, you had, you know, Shigaraki grab his arm and literally twist it and just snap it. It was brutal. It was a really brutal chapter this past weekend. So obviously, you know, getting rid of Bakugo's hands will definitely hamper his ability to use his quirk. And basically, we know that quirks can evolve. We know quirks can get stronger, especially if you're pushed to the brink and about to die. And so when you see this, basically, the little spark, you know, underneath Bakugo's chin, it lets you know that most likely Bakugo's going through a little bit of an evolution. He's probably going to be able to use more of his quirk and probably be able to use all the sweat on his body from every single section of his body to just straight up explode. So that's interesting if that is the direction that Horikoshi-sensei is going to be taking it. Now, before we go any further and I start going through these leaks, there's a few things I do need to talk about. For one, the new editor that Horikoshi-sensei got. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but Horikoshi got a new editor, because if you recall, I made a video about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, talking about how there was an editor for Weekly Shonen Jump that literally got transferred to a different department that was working on a bunch of different manga that basically got canceled in Weekly Shonen Jump over the past few months to, you know, pretty much this entire year, and was also working with Horikoshi-sensei on My Hero Academia ever since, you know, the last part of the war arc we were in. So, when you look at just everything, I talked about this, that it might not be the editor's fault. There's a lot of circumstances behind things of why certain series get axed or canceled, rushed, etc. But you can clearly see there is a dramatic shift, at least in this chapter, in the last chapter, with the new editor that Horikoshi-sensei got, that it feels like OG My Hero Academia. It legitimately feels like, you know, what My Hero Academia was before it really just started to feel very off when, you know, Horikoshi-sensei got his editor. Now, once again, this is speculation. Basically, this isn't saying that the editor is entirely at fault. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he does have a new editor, so you can clearly see that there is definitely some change going on in these latest chapters, especially with something like this. It's a very brutal chapter. So let's, you know, continue on. So one of the other big images you have like this right here, you can see literally Shigaraki grabbing Bakugo by the throat and like strangling him and all that, which is not good, because, like, for instance, we literally see in the chapter right here that, like, his combat is literally on the level of All Might. Literally, Bakugo is fighting a man that has the same physical capabilities as pretty much Prime All Might. You don't wrestle Prime All Might. All Might will literally body you. We know this in My Hero Academia. So when you see how anyone in their right mind is just trying to square up to Shigaraki in close combat, it's not going to go well for you. We know this. And obviously, Bakugo is paying a very heavy price for that. And obviously, you know, Shigaraki might not have destruction right now, because obviously it's being tampered down where he can't use it, but it doesn't change the fact he still has a lot of physical strength, and he's obviously demolishing Bakugo. Now, we can continue going further down. We also have, you know, him crying, which, once again, this image does show him crying. If you can't tell there's a crying image. But, oh my goodness, this is Bakugo in the chair. That's messed up. But, anyways, there's an image I want to show you guys. So, let me try to find it here. I saw someone. Yeah, here it is right now. So, the reason why this foot thing is because literally Shigaraki is picking Bakugo up with his foot, as you can see here, and then kicking him, and then he grabs him by the throat, which leads into that image. It's brutal. This is an absolutely brutal chapter of My Hero Academia that is going to be coming out, and I'm just in shock. I am in legitimate shock to just what we're getting. Like I said, this does not feel like what we've been having for the past half year. This literally feels like a dramatic shift in My Hero Academia content, and seeing Bakugo literally getting destroyed by Shigaraki to such an extent. I mean, he's looking like Dobby. Like, seriously, if you were to, like, take a picture of this image, okay, and you weren't going to clarify anything, okay, and you were just to put this on social media, whatever, and you didn't tell anyone who this character was, they would probably assume it's Dobby. Like, legitimately, like, let me just pull it up. My Hero Academia Dobby. I'm just gonna pull him up, and I want you to actually literally see, he looks like Dobby. Like, here, let me find a manga panel, not an anime, because, you know, anime you can obviously tell. But, like, with a manga panel, if you weren't really, like, heavily looking, like, the way his skin looks, at least, it looks a lot like Dobby. Like, he legitimately looks messed up. So it's like, holy crap. Bakugo is not in a good state. He legitimately might die. Like, I'm not even joking. He might actually die. We'll have to see, but once again, this new editor for My Hero Academia is doing things with Horikoshi. Like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I wanted to, I just wanted to talk about that. What's this? Bakugo after 4 years and his scalp's disposed. Oh no! That's so bad. But okay. Anyways, yeah, that's basically most of the leaks right now, but it's brutal. Like, it's really brutal. He is just getting absolutely destroyed. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I wanted to talk about this because clearly this is feeling like, you know, peak My Hero Academia right now. I'm really happy to see this type of stuff, and hopefully we continue getting this quality content for a chapter. But okay, leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, you know, please do leave me a like. It does help me out a lot. And if you want to, you know, help me out as well, leave a comment and hit that bell icon, etc. I always appreciate that. But with that, guys, be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.